If you're an HR consultant, you know your job is about protecting businesses from headaches, wrongful termination, discrimination claims, compliance issues, the list goes on. But what about protecting your business? Most HR consultants think they're covered with a basic commercial policy, but I've got bad news. That policy probably has some serious gaps. And those gaps, they could cost you everything. Let's break it down. Let's say you give a client advice on handling a termination. Everything seems fine until 2 years later, that ex-employee sues for wrongful termination. And your client pulls you into the lawsuit. Now, here's the big question. Is your insurance still covering you, or are you on your own? That's where occurrence form versus claims made policies can make or break you. An occurrence form policy covers you for any claim related to work you did while the policy was active, even if the lawsuit happens years later. It's the broadest and safest coverage because once you've had that policy, you're protected for that time period forever. A claims-made policy, on the other hand, only covers you if the claim is made while you have an active policy. That means if you cancel or switch providers and a lawsuit pops up for work you did years ago, too bad, you're on your own unless you bought expensive tail coverage. Most HR consultants don't realize this until they get hit with a lawsuit. They thought that they were covered, only to find out that their claims-made policy left them exposed. That's why an occurrence form policy is usually the best option if you could get it. It gives you true long-term protection without the constant worry of keeping old policies active just in case a claim comes back to haunt you. Also, you handle personal data, social security numbers, payroll info, background checks. If that data gets hacked, boom, lawsuits, regulatory fines, your reputation in flames. And here's the kicker. General liability won't cover a data breach. You need a cyber liability policy that actually protects you. And let me tell you, these claims are rising fast. A lot of HR consultants think, oh, I have employment practices, liability insurance, EPLI, so I'm good. But here's the problem. Most EPLI policies only cover your own employees, not your client's lawsuits. So if your client gets sued for discrimination and they say you were the one who advised them, that's not covered unless you have the right policy. And most consultants don't realize this until it's too late. Now, let's talk about something that'll really mess up your business: contractual insurance requirements. A lot of larger companies now are requiring HR consultants to carry specific limits of liability, cyber insurance, and EPLI coverage. If you don't meet those requirements, you don't get the contract. It's that simple. And let's be real. While you're running your own consulting business, you can't afford to lose work over an insurance issue. And hey, I get it. Insurance costs are rising, especially for E&O and cyber coverage. But here's the deal. Skimping on coverage just to save a few bucks could literally end your business. And I know that that sounds dramatic, but I've seen it happen. That's why working with an independent insurance broker, someone who isn't just tied to one insurance company, is the smartest move. Here's the thing. Every HR consultant is different. Some of you work with small businesses, some work with larger corporations, some focus on compliance while others on hiring strategies. That means you need policies or a policy that's customized to your business, not just some cookie cutter coverage that barely protects you. As an insurance broker, I work with multiple carriers to find the exact coverage you need, nothing more, nothing less, at the best price possible. So if you want to make sure you're actually covered and not just think you're covered, click the link in the description below to get started, or give me a call or text me at 858-277-1585. Let's get you set up with the right policy so you can focus on what you do best, helping businesses thrive. Don't wait until a lawsuit, data breach, or contract issue puts you at risk. You can click the link below, get started, and let's make sure you have the protection you actually need. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this out to any other consultants that may benefit from this. Talk soon.